The night I delivered to an address that didn't exist. Horror story. Routine night on the road. My name's Ryan. I used to work for a local delivery service in the outskirts of Illinois. Nothing fancy, just your regular runs, take out food, parcels, groceries. Mostly night shifts. I preferred it that way, fewer people, less traffic, and something peaceful about driving alone with music in the background. But peace doesn't last forever. And some roads, you just shouldn't drive at night. It was late October, one of those nights when the fog hangs so low it feels like you're driving through milk. I had 4 deliveries lined up. The first 3 went fine: a pizza to a dorm, a package to an apartment, and a grocery drop-off to a sleepy old couple who tipped me with quarters. The last one came through just as I was about to clock out. Address: 417, Hollow Creek Road. Delivery type: late night parcel, urgent signature required. I remember thinking, weird. Never heard of Hollow Creek Road. I opened maps, and sure enough, it popped up, a thin, twisting stretch cutting through a wooded area about 15 minutes from town. No streetlights, no nearby houses, no reason anyone would live there. But the app showed a little blue pin blinking at the end of the road, so I shrugged, grabbed the parcel from the back seat, and started driving. It was around 11:42 p.m. when I turned off the main highway. The road narrowed immediately, the asphalt crumbling at the edges. No traffic. Just the sound of tires crunching gravel and my headlights slicing through fog. After a while, I noticed something strange. No house numbers. Every mailbox I passed was blank, rusted, or missing entirely. Still, my GPS said, continue for 1.6 miles, then your destination will be on the right. That's when I saw it, a small wooden sign, half rotted, nailed to a tree. Hollow Creek Road, private access. I thought about turning around. But the order was marked urgent, and honestly, I needed the delivery bonus. So I kept going. The further I drove, the thicker the fog got. The radio started crackling with bursts of static, even though I wasn't on any station. Then I realized the GPS arrow on my screen wasn't moving. It was frozen. I tapped the screen. Nothing. Swiped. Rebooted the app. Still frozen. When I looked up, I nearly slammed the brakes. There was something standing on the road, right in front of my car. At first, I thought it was an animal, maybe a deer. But as my headlights adjusted, I saw legs. Human legs. Someone was standing there, motionless, in the fog. I rolled my window down just a little and called out, "Hey, you okay?" No response. Just standing. I couldn't make out the face. The person wore a dark coat, hood up, and didn't move an inch. So I honked the horn once, not aggressive, just a quick tap. That's when the figure took one slow step backward and disappeared into the fog. I sat there for a moment, staring. Inside me told me to turn around right then and there. You have arrived at your destination. I looked up. On my right was an old driveway I hadn't noticed before, almost hidden by trees. The mailbox beside it was rusted, barely legible, but I could just make out 417. The address from my order. I exhaled, half laughing. Maybe that person was the customer waiting outside. So I pulled in. The gravel crunched under the tires, echoing louder than it should have. At the end of the driveway stood a small, single-story house, no porch light, no car, no movement. But the front door was wide open. I grabbed the parcel, stepped out, and immediately felt how cold it had gotten. My breath came out white. "Delivery." I called out, voice trembling more than I liked. No answer. I walked up the short path, every crunch of gravel sounding like gunfire in the silence. When I reached the porch, I noticed the door wasn't fully open. It was hanging slightly crooked on its hinges, like it had been forced. I knocked gently on the frame. Still nothing. That's when I smelled it. That faint, metallic scent you get from rust or old blood. I took a step back, thinking about leaving the box and calling it a night. But then I heard something inside the house. A footstep. Slow. Deliberate. Coming closer. Hello? I've got your delivery here. No reply, just another slow step. Then, from the darkness beyond the door, a voice was quiet, strained, almost whispering. Leave it inside. My throat went dry. Still, I stepped 1 foot inside, just enough to place the box on the dusty wooden floor. I turned to leave. That's when I saw it. A reflection in the glass of a cracked picture frame on the wall. Someone was standing right behind me.